You're awfully good at this. Aren't you supposed to be at work?
I quit.
A soldier's allowed to quit.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? I don't think he'll want me back at any rate. Not after the things I told him.
The General?
This is all his fault. The registry, the train, the way we bent over backwards. Wait, how can I be talking to you? You're dead. I quit because you're dead. My memory's all confused. It just sloshes around in my head.
Does that make it easier to bear?
Ah, fond memories.
Careful. I don't think they like you very much here.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movies will be Hellcats at Ramsgate. This stirring war movie shows one of Britain's finest victories. Don't miss it.
Jerry's in the house! Smoke him out!
Oh, that really takes it out of your shoulders.
Sir, infiltrator! We got a live one, boys!
Attention all personnel. Patrols should be particularly careful in the forest. More than the usual number of plague victims have been spotted there recently.
Very good, sir. Day for it, sir. Righto, sir. Day, sir. Who's on guard duty?
We all get what's coming to us in the end.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movie will be King Arthur Was a Gentleman, starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy.
Donald!
Ollie? What possessed you to come here? Here, I can smuggle you out of trouble. Just get him a cart. I have to take the lads at the bridge their supper.
I'm afraid I'm on my way in, not out. But I might take you up on your offer later.
I suppose the lads will just have to wait a wee longer for their supper then.
That's it, on the double, soldier.
Is that yours? Day for it, sir. Day, sir. Very good, sir.
Attention all
Jerry's in
personnel.
the house. Smoke him out.
Oh, what?
Infiltrator.
Inside the camp.
Watch out!
Bottom so they can be
We'll beat you once, we'll beat you again.
Get out, bastard!
Come back for another beating.
They're here! They're back! It's started! It's finally started! Get him!
For God, for Harry and St. George.
Who's on guard duty? There's a mole in the hole. Jerry's in the house. Smoke him out. Who's on guard duty? There's a mole in the hole.
Where the hell's Cheeseman? Probably having a wank in the bushes.
Ollie!
Sorry.
He's probably in the latrine.
Or that.
He's not going to let you in. You'll need his key.
I can be quite charming when it suits me.
I bet he's still angry with you.
It's been 6 years.
Is he still deaf in one ear?
Attention all personnel. Soldiers found drunk on duty will be given 30 days in the brig. So Soldiers found trafficking in contraband will be court-martialed and dishonorably discharged from the Home Army.
No plans to avoid contact with the enemy, you know? I think someone pinched me.
Attention all personnel, it is time to paint the tacks again. If your feet are sore from marching all day, take a break and join the painters next Monday. Any volunteers will be excused from marching. Attention all personnel. Some of the latrines are in the process of being moved from the old holes to brand new holes. If you see a latrine somewhere you're not used to, please make sure it is actually over a hole, for reasons I shouldn't have to explain.
I hope I've not made you late for supper. Trust me, I learn from the best.
Man, they're decent, clean folk. I did get one of them at Ramsgate.
Attention all personnel. Soldiers found drunk on duty will be given 30 days in...
You may have a wee headache later.
Trafficking in contraband will be court-martialed and dishonorably discharged from the Home Army.
Have I shown you the picture of... I have. How's not to question why?
The tanks were fake! The German tanks in the camp! Paper mache!
Don't take that tone with me, Sergeant. I'll call the lads.
They must have sent the real ones home after they took the town!
Yes, I don't need a bloody ghost of Christmas past.
Before the train. Tell him.
In 1946! Before they took the children!
I know when they took the children, Ollie.
We could have risen up! We could have saved them! I could have saved my daughter!
Really? Would the good townsfolk of Wellington Wells have followed me into the machine guns? Or would they all have hidden in their basements?
But after the war, you can't keep a secret like that, sir.
Ollie, the safest secret in the world is a secret no one wants to hear.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Ollie, don't you recall? You used to have such a good memory. You typed all my correspondence. When they requisitioned the newspaper and the glue, they needed quite a lot.
You knew?
There's holes in my memory. Like a church made of cheese and all the congregation is mice. They have to know the truth, sir. We have to tell them.
The truth has too terrible a cost. Isn't that the decision we all made? Anyway, I'm out here in the Victory Memorial Camp. You don't think I'm the one who decides these things, do you?
Who's minding the bloody store, then?
The Executive Committee in City Hall. Why don't you drop by for a chat? I'm sure they'd happily listen to the ravings of a mad Scotsman from the Garden District.
They'd listen to you, sir.
They'd tear me apart like starved jackals, and then they'd pop a joy. I think you should visit Sally Boyle.
I don't want to forget.
Really? Because we had this exact conversation a year ago.
Huh? Oh, Margaret. I'm sorry. Margaret. Margaret!
Well, an apology makes it all better, doesn't it?
Alas, Miss Bing.
You will not.
She'll help me.
I'm calling the lads.
You better get out of here.
How?
The cook, obviously.
Right.
Captured him unarmed.
Donald,
Ready to go?
I might have overstayed my welcome a bit, eh?
Hop in.
I think someone pinched him.
Do you remember my meat pounder that I lent you 2 years ago? And you lost it smashing some televisions? That's quite an obsession of yours, isn't it?
I can't stand Uncle Jack's stupid face. Damn collaborator. Traitor.
Now, you bought half a bottle of whiskey in recompense, but whiskey's, let us say, 2 bob.
5.
Quiet. You want them to hear you. 2 plus half of 2 makes only 3. Seems to me you owe me at least 3.5 bottles of whiskey to even up accounts. Open up. I'm off to feed the lads on the bridge.
You're not hiding Ollie Starkey in that cart, are ya?
I didn't think it fit. Not unless I cut him apart at the joints and boiled him a bit.
Just move along, if you don't mind.
Highway robbery.
I make it a total of 8.5 bottles of whiskey. You owe me.
Fine. I'll get them for you next week.
I'm so glad we had this wee chat. Crap. All off. Cart's broken down. They don't engineer like they do up in Scotland. I'm gonna have to go back for parts. Do not steal the bridge boys' dinner, or I shall be cross with you.
I'd never do that to you. I'd do it to the bridge boys, but not to you.
Don't make me regret helping you, Ollie. Not again. And come back next week with my 8.5 bottles.
Don't even think about taking anything, Ollie. You've got few enough friends as it is.
Oh, I knew about the tanks. Everybody's got to know. They've got to know. If the General will help, I'll go to Waterloo House and talk to Miss Bing. People listen to her.
If you can't move it, put camo netting on it.
If I've done this right, you'll wake up in a bit.
Come back for another beating.
Look who's come ashore. Give him an English welcome.
Lay still, you bastard.
Though I have to say, personally, I'm from Scotland, that one. Waste not one.
Sad today.
You're a bit nosy.
You don't have to be mean.
I am mean. Ask anybody.
But you don't have to be.
You're right. It seems some of the lads over at the camp didn't like being prisoners of war, so they decided to fight back. But they lost.
What did the Germans do?
The Germans? Nothing. They got all the other prisoners who didn't fight back. Made them shoot them.
Which would you have done if you'd been a prisoner of war? Fight back or...
Aye. That's a question.
Why aren't you a prisoner of war?
And that's the other one.
I'm gonna make officer, you'll see. I'm ready.
It's sort of peaceful down there. You can pretend none of this ever happened.
Remember, we're always safe in the dark.
It's all falling apart. The center cannot hold.
What's going off? You barely have time to eat it.
I wish I died in the bombings. Strange how fast all the food's going off. You hardly have... Things fall apart. The centre cannot hold.
Beef Wellington, or Wellington pie, shepherd's pie, apple pie, baked.
Ollie Starkey! I hear your house fell down.
Let me guess. A bottle of the usual.
Much as I enjoy our quotidian transactions, I'm afraid I may need less of a distillation and more of a ratiocination.
Oh, fuck up with the word of the day. Can we just open the gate for once?
I could, but I won't. There is a mystery that confounds the best minds of the constabulary. A pomacious puzzle, if you will. Last night, there was unexpected morbidity at the apple tree, and malevolence at the Marlus Pomila, so to speak.
Someone died last night at the apple tree.
Find out how and why, and this bridge opens up to you like a rose in summer.
Toys and tiny beds.
Who was Uncle Jack before he was Uncle Jack?
I wish I'd died in the
I can't
bombings.
remember.
Did they bury them? I'll ask you that. You never see them burying them. Like it's some...
They have gossamer wings, just like in the books.
Good. Now we can come back here without all those disagreements. I could do this in the dark. I think I have. It happened at night, but they're not wearing their gas masks. Why would they cast them off?
Do you think I ever made the decision to forget? Can a man do that?
Yep, they're dead. Let's file a report.
You won't get past the Bobby without details. Who killed them? And how and why?
Fine! I was just trying to protect your delicate sensibilities.
I am dead, Ollie.
The gate's now locked, but someone brought a chain and his own lock.
Someone locked them in.
Don't change when you want them to!
You can't just call it a victory.
Lucky I don't believe in ghosts.
Such a sad end to a beautiful life.
Since when do you care about Bobbies?
Forget the bobbies. The tree. She's not going to produce fruit in a state she's in.
Ollie, we not hear about a murdered tree.
It's not the blights killed her. Something else.
What about that shovel?
Fertilizer. Not the murder weapon.
Him now.
This one's buggered. I think someone shoved an ice pick through the filter. Smells like mustard. Oh dear God, tell me no one's got mustard gas bombs. That's a nasty way to die. Not that there are many cheery ones.
There's how. We just need the why and the who.
Oh, maybe you'd like to wake the dead and ask them your questions.
The dead say to leave no stone unturned.
Really?
Of course not. If I could talk to the dead, I'd just ask them who murdered them.
No stone or Stone Cold Bobby.
This is our dead tree now. Fuck off.
Tad bit territorial, aren't we?
Maybe we shouldn't be moving them.
Oh, I did a ken. If you're pissing off your enemies, you're probably doing something right.
Supper's over!
Let this be a lesson to you then.
This wouldn't protect you against a ferret's fart. I'm afraid you've come to the end of your time. What the hell does that mean? Aside from the obvious.
It's always hand-me-downs, isn't it?
Quietly now. As some would say, property is theft. Tell the Sandman I said hello.
Very tired.
In every house.
I guess there's nothing we can do for him now.
Buggered again.
just want them to stop screaming. That's all.
My side effect. Where do they bury them? I'll ask you that. You never see them burying them. Like it's some big secret.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
Mum, Dad, I've come home. Well, don't you worry, dearie. Everything will be all right from now on. You sit down and have a cup of tea. I'll just go and make up your bed.
Stop! I'm begging you! Please don't kill me!
We're done.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
I'm not sure which is worse. Knowing you could have done things differently, or knowing you couldn't.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians? We used to have gardens.
Stop the movie. Oh, God.
Have you got some answers for me?
It appears your lads were lured and locked into the apple tree's private park. Someone tossed in mustard gas. They choked to death.
But all the constables are equipped with...
The masks were tampered with.
But who? And why?
It appears they'd come to the end of their time.
Foggy Jack! Don't you tell anyone. There'd be a panic. Well, on your trolley. Don't forget to pop a joy before you hit the revolver.
Please step back inside the circle, sir. Please stay into the circle, sir. I must ask you kindly to step back inside the circle. You're looking right proper today, sir. Nice to have you back.
Right, you raggedy downer bastard. Get out! Don't darken our doorstep again. Right. Alright, stop fooling around. I love a game of hide and seek. I won't have it. What was the downer? Down.
Our own wee Bannockburn. And people take joy on purpose.
Well, on your trolley. Don't forget to pop a joy before you hit the...
Please step back inside the circle, sir. You're looking right proper today, sir. Nice to have you back.
I hope I don't throw up.
Now, try to behave whilst you're in the village, okay?
Ooh,
I see you. You're coming with me.
Woo.
Right, you're dragging it down a bit. Get out. What's going on? That's it. Keep running. Right, I've had it with you.
Well, lad, this is what we trained for.
Get him. They always return to the scene of the crime.
Mouldy and dank. Just how I like it.
It's a dangerous business. You step onto the tracks, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing whether you might be swept off to.
And now, it's time for I Hear You, part of our show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in Wellington Wells.